and saw flames slithering from the front of the sedan. The smoke was getting thicker. Amy set Lindy's body down 30 feet away, then stumbled back toward the car. She pulled the front passenger door open a few more inches and climbed inside, checked Dan's pulse, and felt a faint throbbing beneath her finger. "Dani, wake up! Please, honey!" The words choked in her throat and she coughed hard. Amy moved the seat as far back as it would go, then sliced through the polyester belt. The interior was getting hotter, and the flames were crawling across the windshield. A voice inside her head was screaming at her, "Get out now!" "Amy." Dan's eyes fluttered open. "Lindy." "Got her out. Help me get you out." "Fire," he coughed. "Hot." His head fell back against the seat. "Damn it." She shook his shoulders. "Honey, stay with me." Amy struggled in the close quarters to face away from him, then grabbed his arms and drew them around her neck, his dead weight draped across her back. A sharp pain dug into her thigh. She pivoted forward and half fell out of the Mercedes with Dan dragging behind, his hulk clunking and banging into the door jamb, and then his shoes scraping over the wet pavement as she struggled to handle his mass. Amy pushed herself, a foot at a time, exhausted as the rain pelted her face and head. She reached Lindy, fell to her knees, and Dan's body collapsed atop her. A loud blast muffled her hearing as objects flew in her direction. Seconds later, billowing smoke enveloped them. Amy bolted upright in bed, her body dripping with perspiration, her breathing rapid and her mouth cotton dry. She slapped at her clock and silenced the braying alarm. Amy sat there trying to calm her nerves. She had been through this nightmare many times during the past 7 years, and had resigned herself to spending the rest of her life, however long that would be, with the memories haunting her sleep as they haunted her waking moments. No matter what therapy she tried, the pain persisted. She summoned the strength to get out of bed. She had showered. Well, she wasn't sure when she last showered. Had to be a couple days ago? With stringy hair covering half her face, she padded across the studio apartment into the bathroom. She fell onto the toilet and peed, then washed and towel-dried her hair. Her previously luscious, impeccably styled blonde mane was now brushed back and pulled into a bun. Easy, no work required. No expensive, hours-long salon visits. That was in her past. These days, 15 minutes at Great Clips and she was good to go. When she looked in the mirror, she did not recognize the woman who stared back at her. She still had the youthful skin, but she was getting stress lines. Her smile was no longer radiant. Her sunny disposition had vanished the moment that truck slammed into her car. She pushed the bottle of Lexapro aside and glanced at the clock. No makeup necessary for this job, so she grabbed her purse and headed out the door. All told, she rolled into Grand Lake Bakery at 11:05. "You're late, Amy, again." Ellen McAfee shook her head. "What am I going to do with you?" "Sorry, it's only 5 minutes." "Not the point," Ellen said. "You're late every day, and every day we have the same discussion about being professional, showing up on time for appointments, and acting like you care." "I know. Sorry." "Sorry doesn't cut it." Ellen studied her face. "Do you want this job?" "Do I want this job?" Amy's gaze found the industrial chic ceiling, black-painted ductwork, and the low-hanging LED lights. "I need this job?" Ellen frowned, then turned and walked to her desk a dozen feet away. "Then act like it. We need 5 dozen baguettes in the oven in the next 90 minutes, and then start on the banana muffins." "Yes, ma'am." Amy pulled the netting over her head and slipped on a white apron. The position had come open 6 months ago. Amy's brother was a regular customer of Grand Lake Bakery and saw the help wanted sign. His sister needed a job, and he escorted her into the shop that afternoon to fill out an application. All Amy had to do was follow the recipes and operate the machinery. It was rote work. Perfect for her. "Hey." Amy turned to see Bobby, a baker who had worked there for 23 years, returning from the restroom. He was tying his apron behind him as he walked up to the oven and checked inside. "You on till closing?"